Mother finds me first. Her perfume arrives before her smile. "Lynn, darling, you made it after all." Her eyes scan my dress, polite but sharp. "Next time something lighter, she adds. I nod. Words feel unnecessary with her. Father stands nearby, already half distracted. He checks his watch like time owes him. "Good you came," he says, not looking. Then he moves on to shake someone's hand. Their attention drifts away like smoke. I sip champagne that tastes like judgment. The chatter around me hums with old stories. Cousin Lan waves from a golden table. "Still painting," she calls, smiling too wide. I lift my glass. "Still living," I answer. Her husband laughs, the polite kind. They turn away before I can finish. At my table, the waiter avoids my eyes. He probably wonders why I'm sitting alone. Aunt Vi's voice rises from somewhere behind. "She was always different, poor thing." Someone else whispers, "Mai was the bright one." They don't mean to hurt, but they do. Every word lands like a soft bruise. I remember school nights, art shows, silence. Mother's empty chair in the front row. Father's calls that never came. Mai's trophies shining in the living room. Mine stayed boxed in the attic. It's funny how memories echo louder here. The ballroom glows like a stage I never owned. The spotlight belongs to her tonight. It always did. A waiter passes with canapes. I take one just to keep my hands busy. My phone lights again. No name, just hope. "Traffic, 5 minutes," the message reads. I breathe easier, just a little. He's coming. Maybe tonight won't belong entirely to ghosts. A familiar laugh cuts through the crowd. Aunt Han appears, pearls trembling at her neck. "My dear, you look creative." The pause before that word hurts more. "Still single?" she asks, mock sympathy in her tone. "Still free," I reply, smiling thin. She chuckles, not understanding the difference. Behind her, Uncle Fuck raises his glass. "To our family of achievers," he declares. He doesn't see me there. I could vanish, and no one would notice yet. The orchestra starts a new song. Soft, elegant, distant. The melody feels like another reminder. Pretty, but meant for someone else. I stir my drink, watch the bubbles fade. The gin burns warm against my throat. For a moment, I think about leaving. The exit glows near the side door. Freedom in fluorescent green. But the phone buzzes again. "Almost there," the message says. I straighten my spine, fix my lipstick. If they won't see me now, they will soon. The air shifts. Something in me hardens quietly. The girl they forgot doesn't exist anymore. Not tonight. The room falls quiet before I notice why. Heads turn toward the entrance like pulled by a string. The double doors open in slow perfection. And he walks in. Min. Tall, composed, wearing that calm confidence he never loses. Every movement of his feels deliberate. The light catches on his cufflinks, sharp and gold. Whispers ripple through the tables. "Is that him?" Someone breathes. "The hotel tycoon," another replies. Mother straightens in her seat, pretending indifference. Father stands, unsure whether to greet or observe. Mai freezes at the microphone mid-sentence. Even the orchestra falters for half a beat. Min scans the room once. Then his eyes find me. The rest of the world fades out. He smiles, small but sure, and walks straight toward my table. The one near the kitchen door. The one meant for those who don't belong. Conversations die as he gets closer. Every gaze follows him like light on glass. He stops beside me. "Sorry I'm late," he says, voice steady and low. Paris negotiations ran longer than planned. He bends slightly, presses a kiss to my hand. Gasps scatter like birds taking flight. The band recovers, changing the melody. Something softer, slower, aware. I can feel the entire room shifting. Mother's fingers grip her champagne glass too tightly. Father's face strains between pride and confusion. Mai lowers her mic, her perfect smile trembling. No one speaks, but everything is said. Min pulls a chair beside me, casual, intimate. I didn't know you were coming, I whisper. Neither did they, he says, amused. I laugh quietly, the sound foreign in my throat. The waiter suddenly appears, overly attentive now. Min orders wine, his tone effortless authority. Around us, people pretend not to stare. I catch glimpses of familiar faces craning their necks. Old classmates, family friends. Every one of them rewiring what they thought they knew. Mai clears her throat from the stage. Let's continue, she says, voice thin. But no one's listening anymore. Attention has already moved elsewhere. To us. Min lifts his glass toward me. To the view from the corner, he murmurs. I clink gently. It's strange how victory can taste like stillness. Mother finally approaches, her smile mechanical. Min, what a surprise, she manages. We didn't know you and Lin were acquainted. He meets her gaze politely. Quite well, actually. She's brilliant. The word lands heavy between us. Mother blinks, calculating fast. Of course, she says, brittle. Father joins, hand extended too quickly. Robert La, he says, voice suddenly friendly. I've followed your work for years. Min shakes his hand once, firm, brief. I'm sure you have, he says softly. Silence lingers. Mai stares, bouquet trembling. For the first time, she looks small. I realize I'm no longer invisible. I don't even have to stand. The world finally turned its face toward me. And it's not leaving anytime soon. 3 years earlier, my ceiling was leaking. Rainwater dripped through plaster into an old bowl. The apartment smelled like instant noodles and paint. My laptop glowed with another rejection email. Impressive portfolio, but not enough experience. Same words, different company, same bruise. I stared at the screen until the letters blurred. The world outside kept moving without me. Bills piled up on the counter like quiet threats. Mother called every Sunday without fail. Her voice was soft, but lined with disappointment. My maid senior associate today, she said once. You should come to dinner and celebrate. I lied about deadlines I didn't have. It was easier than explaining failure. When she hung up, I sat in silence. Failure had a sound. It was heavy breathing. I sold my car the next week. The city bus became my daily reminder of humility. One night, I opened my sketchbook and drew nonstop. Lines became spaces, spaces became dreams. Hotels, resorts, places where beauty felt earned. I registered a name at dawn, LN Studio. It felt strange, like inventing a new version of me. A name with no past, no family, no judgment. Just creation. I worked without sleep for months. Coffee and stubbornness kept me alive. When rent came due, I had $20 left. Then a call changed everything. A man from Westbridge Hotels found my portfolio online. We're looking for something fresh, he said. I pretended calm while my heart sprinted. He gave me 1 week to present my vision. 7 days of chaos followed. Drawings covered my walls like wallpaper. When I walked into their boardroom, I was trembling. 12 executives stared like judges in a quiet court. Why should we trust an unknown designer? One asked. Because you've already trusted the safe ones, I replied. Silence. Then someone laughed, not cruelly impressed. We'll try you, the chairman said. I smiled without moving my face. Inside, everything exploded. That project saved me. It became the seed of everything after. Magazines called LN Studio, the fresh eye of luxury. Clients came faster than I could breathe. The same people who ignored my calls now requested meetings. Success felt both thrilling and lonely. When Mike called to suggest I apply for an office job, I laughed. She didn't know I had already built one. At a conference in Singapore, I met Min. He stopped by my booth, studied my designs silently. "You understand restraint," he said. "Luxury is balance, not excess." I remember answering, "Design is emotion disguised as space." He smiled like he already knew me. We talked for hours, then weeks, then months. Work became partnership. Partnership became something else. When he proposed, he said, "You've built everything alone. Let me stand beside you." And for the first time, I said yes without fear. Still, I kept us private. Some victories need the right stage. And mine was waiting, under chandeliers at my sister's wedding. The orchestra fades as Min steps forward. His presence pulls the room into silence. Every eye turns, every whisper dies mid-breath. He holds the microphone with calm precision. "I'd like to make a quick toast," he says. His voice fills the air like velvet and glass. "Tonight we celebrate love, commitment, and beginnings." He pauses, eyes searching until they find mine. "But I also want to honor someone extraordinary." The word lands heavy, stretching through the quiet. "Many of you know Lynn as my sister." He smiles, slow, deliberate. "What you might not know is that she built one of the most influential design firms in Asia." Gasps ripple through the crowd. My chest tightens, but I don't look away. Under the name Ellen Studio, she redefined modern luxury. She designed every detail of the Laurent properties you admire. Bangkok, Singapore, Kyoto. Each city falls from his lips like a medal. "She is more than a designer," he continues. "She is the vision behind the experiences we create. And in 3 months, she will be my wife." The room erupts. Aunt Vi drops her glass, the sound sharp and final. My smile freezes, eyes wide and hollow. Mother's face drains of color before recovering into a social grin. "Darling, we've always known Lynn was gifted," she blurts. Min tilts his head, amused. "She told me you once suggested accounting as a safer path." The laughter that follows isn't cruel, but it cuts. Father steps in, extending his hand too eagerly. "Business is business," he says. "We're proud of all her success." I can hear the word "her" shake slightly. Min shakes his hand once, polite but distant. "Indeed," he answers. Cameras flash. The photographer shifts, focus from Mai's table to ours. The light stings but feels deserved. A woman from another table approaches, excited. "You're the Ellen Studio," she asks. "My husband and I stayed at your Kyoto resort. It was breathtaking." Mother laughs too loudly beside me. "We encouraged her creativity from childhood." The lie sounds rehearsed. I sip my champagne, unbothered now. Mai walks up, her bouquet trembling. "Lynn, we've always been close," she says, voice brittle. "Of course," I reply softly. "Especially when you borrowed my designs for your college display." Her face flickers with something sharp and ugly. Min touches my back gently, grounding me. The guests murmur, curious, delighted by the spectacle. I glance at the dance floor glowing under gold light. For once, I don't want to disappear into the shadows. I belong here. The orchestra begins again, uncertain, adjusting to the new rhythm. Min leans close, whispering, "You did nothing wrong." I smile. I didn't have to, the truth did the work. Around us, admiration replaces pity. The tables that once ignored me now turn toward my voice. And for the first time in my life, being seen doesn't feel like exposure. It feels like justice. Mother's hand closes around my arm. Her nails press through silk, urgent and cold. "Come with me," she whispers between her teeth. Father leads the way toward a private lounge. Mai follows, her gown hissing like paper fire. Behind us, whispers chase through the crowd. The door shuts, muffling the music outside. Aunts and uncles sit waiting like a tribunal. The air smells of perfume and accusation. Mother speaks first, voice trembling with restraint. "What exactly do you think you're doing, Lynn?" Her tone is the same one she used when I was 10. When I spilled paint on her marble floor. I fold my hands, calm. I attended my sister's wedding, like you asked. Father paces, hands clasped behind his back. Don't play clever, young lady, he says. You embarrassed this family in front of everyone. Mai's voice cuts through, sharp and shaking. You planned this. You brought him here to upstage me. Her words vibrate with jealousy and disbelief. I meet her eyes, steady. I didn't take your spotlight. I just stopped hiding. Aunt Vi gasps softly, as if honesty were profanity. Mother steps closer, her control unraveling. All these years, letting us think you were struggling. I breathe slowly before answering. You never asked. You just assumed I was failing. Father stops packing, his jaw tight. This isn't about feelings, he says. It's about how this looks. Looks, I echo, the word bitter. That's all it's ever been about, hasn't it? Silence. For a moment, no one breathes. I keep going, voice low but certain. When I was 16, I won a national art competition. None of you came. I had a tennis match. When I graduated with honors, you didn't notice. Because I made law review. Mother opens her mouth, but I lift a hand. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just done pretending. My glares, eyes glistening. You've always played the victim. I just played invisible, I answer. And you all applauded my disappearance. The words hang heavy, impossible to take back. Father clears his throat, softer now. Lynn, you're being emotional. Let's handle this privately. I've been private my whole life, I say. Tonight, I chose visible. The door opens without knocking. Min stands there, silent but commanding. Mother stiffens. We're having a family discussion, she says quickly. He nods once. I can see that. Then he turns to me. Would you like to leave? His voice isn't loud, but it changes everything. I glance around the room, their faces tight with control. And for the first time, I feel nothing but clarity. Yes, I say. I think I've said enough. Father exhales. Long and tired. Mother's eyes shine with unshed tears. As I pass them, I stop for a heartbeat. You taught me to stay silent, I say softly. Tonight, I finally learned to speak. Min takes my hand. We walk out into music and light. Behind us, the door closes on the only version of me they ever knew. The music swells as we step back into the ballroom. Eyes turn, curious, cautious, pretending not to stare. Mai stands frozen near the cake, her smile exhausted. Her husband murmurs something she doesn't hear. Min squeezes my hand once, grounding me again. We move through the crowd, slow, deliberate. Someone whispers my name like it suddenly matters. The photographer lifts his camera, following our path. Light flashes against the crystal walls. I don't flinch this time. The dance floor opens like an invitation. Min turns to me. Shall we? He asks quietly. I nod. The music softens into something gentle and whole. His hand rests at my back, steady and warm. We begin to move. The rhythm finds us, instead of the other way around. For the first time in years, I feel seen without fear. People watch, but it doesn't burn anymore. It feels earned. Mother appears at the edge of the crowd, still pale. Father lingers behind her, unsure whether to approach. Their faces are a mixture of pride and regret. I see the moment realization settles in. I am not the daughter they built in their heads. I am the woman who built herself. The song ends, and applause rises like a tide. Not polite this time. Real. We bow slightly, laugh softly, and step away. The air tastes lighter now. My storm's past, her bouquet trembling. You've ruined everything, she hisses. No, I say gently. I just stopped disappearing. Her eyes shine with tears she won't shed. Behind her, Mother approaches, voice cracking. Why didn't you tell us? She asks. Her words tremble like confession and defense. You never listened, I answer simply. Father joins, his tone suddenly human. Your work is impressive, Lynn. I was wrong. I look at him, searching for sincerity. There it is, small but real. I don't need apologies, I say. Just honesty. He nods once, defeated and proud at the same time. Min places his arm around me, protective but not possessive. We're leaving soon, he says quietly. Good, I whisper. It's time. We walk past tables that once turned away. Now they greet me with practiced warmth. The orchestra plays a final piece, slow and nostalgic. The night feels like closing a chapter without bitterness. Outside, the valet brings the car around. The cool air hits my skin like freedom. Min opens the door, waits for me to slip inside. You're smiling, he says, eyes soft. The real one, I reply. He laughs quietly. Headlights stretch across the empty road. Behind us, the country club shrinks into darkness. My phone buzzes once more. A message from Mother, lunch next week. Another from Father, we're proud of you. I show Min the screen. Maybe they'll try, I say. Maybe, he replies, starting the engine. The city lights blur into constellations ahead. I lean back, breathing easier than I ever have. Was it worth it? He asks. Yes, I answer, watching the stars through the glass. The greatest revenge isn't anger. It's living your truth so loudly, they can't deny it. He smiles. The road stretches forward, open, waiting. And this time, it's all mine. The city fades behind us, lights melting into distance. The road hums beneath the tires, calm and endless. Min drives in silence, his hand resting over mine. The ring on my finger glints under dashboard light. I watch the night sky stretch wide, unbroken. For years, I chased approval like air. Tonight, I breathe without permission. Messages keep appearing on my phone, unread. Apologies, invitations, too late but maybe not forever. I think of her perfect smile cracking just a little. Maybe someday she'll understand it was never a war. Just two sisters trying to be seen. The wind slides through the open window, cool and clean. It smells like beginnings, not endings. Min glances at me, his voice low and sure. Paris next month, he asks. I nod, and I'll invite them. He smiles. Forgiveness looks good on you. I laugh softly. It's not forgiveness, it's freedom. The headlights carve a silver path ahead. For the first time, the world feels wide enough. I close my eyes and let it carry me forward. The past finally stays behind.